this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson, quick lunch break lesson. I just finished the one lesson, but now I was watching another brother's video, and the spirit hopped on me and said, "Yo, that's a topic." I was about to close my eyes and enjoy the rest of my break. I said, "Nah, man, the spirit is on me." Okay, as it says, strike while the iron's hot. Okay, so quick little lesson, 1, 2 precepts, and let's get it going, man. Okay, the spirit hit me, so I might as well do. Okay, so it says here in Matthew's 24, I believe it's 24. No, Matthew's 24 and 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. He that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, yes, we're catching hell. Yes, we're going through adversity, afflictions, tribulation, persecution, mockery, scoffing. Okay, but regardless, you have to have sights on the end goal. Why are you going through all these things? Okay, it says here in Hebrews 12. Okay, you have to have vision. You must have vision in order to complete this walk. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, Hebrews 12 and 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher. Yahweh Shai is a finisher. He completed the walk. Okay? The finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. That's the reward. Life everlasting, the kingdom, royalty, okay, to be accepted of the Father, okay. You despise the shame, you endure the cross, okay. That's why Yahushua says, if in order to be his disciple, you have to carry your own cross, okay, and follow after him. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Okay, so you have to look at Yahushua, what he had to overcome. Okay, but because again, what Yahushua went through in the three years that he was doing the ministry is greater than what we ever can imagine. Okay, everything that we're suffering is nothing compared to what Yahushua had to go through. Okay, ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. Okay, and again, we're not even at the point where, okay, we're gonna be demonized. We're not even at the point where our life is in danger. Okay, for what we believe in. All right. So again, the things are only going to intensify until the climax, which is Yahushua returning on the earth, and we want to endure, and we want to be in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua good graces when he returns. Okay, as it says, blessed is the man, is the servant that the Lord, when he returns, finds so doing what, doing the work, doing the things that are pleasing unto him. Okay, you see, so it starts with you having that vision. Okay, seeing the end goal, seeing, understanding why you're doing all these things. Okay, because again, if you don't have faith and if you don't understand the reason why you're doing all these things, why you're suffering so much, why you're catching hell, why the world is against you, okay, you're gonna fold eventually. You're gonna break. Okay, but again, a broken heart, um, who can, as it says, a wounded spirit, who can bear. Okay, you see, because through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, we can overcome. Okay, through faith we can overcome. All right, but again, if you don't believe, if you become disenchanted, if you don't understand, if you don't envision yourself obtaining that crown, getting beamed up, obtaining salvation, what's the point? Okay, eventually you're gonna fall off. Okay, you're gonna return to the world if you don't really hold fast to what Yahweh Shai has prepared for those that wait for him. Okay, it says here, crown, mm, crown. It says here in 1 Corinthians 9 and 26. I therefore so run. not as uncertainly, okay? Because he understands, he knows, okay? Not as uncertainly. He knows that we will obtain a victory, okay? So fight I not only at Salakia. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bringing it unto subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached unto others, I have done the work, I myself should be a castaway. Okay, because again, salvation is not promised until you're saved. Okay, until you get beamed up, until you lose your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's sake. That's when you're certified and stamped to be one of the hopeful, to be one of the elect, to be one of the chosen. Okay, the chosen of the chosen, the Israel of the Most High. But until then, nothing's guaranteed. Okay, you're only as good as your last work. All right. So again, you have to keep that finish line in mind. Okay, because again, if you, regardless, if you, when the time of tribulation happens and you let's say, you end up taking the MOTB, all that righteousness, all that preaching, all the efforts that you've done for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are all in vain. They're going to be wiped away clean. Okay, and you will be deemed as an enemy of the Lord, because when push came to shove, you chose to save your life rather than to lose it for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's sake. Okay, so again, it's not done until it's over. Okay, everything that you're doing, okay, all the accolades that you're um, collecting, okay, all the work that you're doing is, you're not going to be rewarded for it until you cross that finish line, and that's why you have to endure until the end. Okay, you have to finish, as it says here. This is what Yahushua said. John 4 and 34. Yahushua said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Not only to do the will, but to finish it. Okay, to accomplish it. Okay, because again, nothing's really done until it's over. Okay, nothing's really done until it's completed. Okay, when it comes to the completion, there's nothing to add. It's perfect. Okay, you see, when something is over, it's perfect. Okay, and that's the ultimate, that's what we're seeking for, perfection, striving unto perfection. We can only strive unto it as long as we endure unto the end. Okay, it says here, Second Timothy 2, and I'll start at 6. I'll start at 5. It says here, Second Timothy 2, 2 Timothy 4 and 5. But watch thou in all things, the prophecies, okay, your walk, okay, the things that you have to correct, the things that you're doing good, how can you improve? Okay, watch in all things, the prophecies, your mannerism, your conduct, okay, your fear of the Lord. Are you studying enough? Are you doing enough lessons? Okay, all things have to be, you have to be circumspect. Okay, not only watching, not only outside looking in, but inside looking out as well. Okay, you see, it says here, um, endure affliction, endure. Okay, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. And how do you make full proof of your ministry? Is if you endure until the end, is if you complete the task. Okay, no one's gonna get paid for a job half-ass done. Okay, you see, if you start building, that's why it says to count the cost. If you have sufficient to build, okay, you're not gonna get, the castle is not gonna be, it's not considered complete if it doesn't have a roof. Okay, if the house is not done until there's a roof on the house, until there's doors, until there's windows. Okay, you have to have the complete arrangement. Okay, you see, it says here, make full proof of thy ministry. For I am not now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course, and I have kept the faith. Not only do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but he endured and he kept the faith. That's the most important. To do the work, to finish the work, and endure until the end. Henceforth, there is laid up for me, okay, because he has done all these things, okay, being circumspect, being walking in the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with fear and serving the Lord with fear and trembling, okay. And it says what? Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, okay, the Lord is not an unrighteous judge. He will give you what you deserve, okay. He shall give me at that day, and not me only, but unto all them also that love his appearance. Do thy diligence to come surely unto me. Da, da, da. Yeah, that's the point. So again, you will be rewarded if you endure on the end. Okay? Do the work of an evangelist and make full proof of thy ministry. If you're able to do all these things and endure until the end, there's a crown waiting for you. Okay, there's a crown waiting for you and all those that are like-minded. Okay, so finish the work, focus on the finish line, because we're getting closer and closer and closer to that finish line. And yes, it's getting things are getting tougher, things are getting more we're getting closer to the wire. Okay, affliction, the devil is coming down with great wrath. Okay, he's about to show his horns. We know all these things. Okay, we're not unaware of the devil's wiles, of the devil's deception. Okay, we know things. We know the setup. Okay, all we have to do is endure. Okay, so gird your mind. Okay, you see, prepare yourself for the things to come. Okay, prepare to lose things. Prepare to turn your back on the world. Be ready to walk away when you sense the heat. Okay, be ready to be ready to be cast into that furnace of adversity. Okay, endure until the end. The Lord will greatly reward you as long as you retain your faith. All right, so Lord willing, this was edifying, straight to the point. Shalom. Until next lesson, I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Achakwadash. Until next time, Shalom. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom. Barakatah.